Found a great campsite but no place to plug your electric into, and you're not sure exactly what you can run in your Tab 400? Well, I'm going to share with you what you can and can't run in this Take 5 episode of Travels with Delaney. Welcome back, everyone. I'm standing in my 2018 NuCamp Tab 400, and you might be wondering exactly how the trailer is powered. Well, you have two options, really. One is what we call shore power, or 120, and that's when you can actually plug into an electrical box, for instance, at a campground or at your home. Or the alternate to that would be to carry a generator and plug the trailer into the generator to create electricity. The other option is going to be through your battery system, and that's what we call our 12-volt system. So let's talk about what you can and can't run on each of those systems. Number one, the big question I get is, my air conditioner, can I run it on the 12-volt system or the batteries? And the answer is no. Your CoolCat AC here in the Tab 400 can only be powered by shore power or 120, which means you're going to need to be plugged in at a campground, or you're going to need to carry that generator to create power to plug in your air conditioning unit. The second appliance that I get questions on is the Aldi heat system if it's cold out. Well, the great thing about the Aldi is it can actually function off of two power sources, one of which I haven't even mentioned yet. You can either run it on electric when you're plugged into that shore power, or if you're not plugged into shore power, no worries, because it runs off of your propane. So as long as you keep that 20-gallon propane tank full or with propane in it, you're going to be fine running your water heater and your radiant heat system. The third appliance that I always like to address is the refrigerator. Now, in the NuCamp Tab 400 that we own, we have the two-way refrigerator that can operate off of either the shore power 120 plugged in at a campground, or it operates off of our 12-volt battery system. Now, a lot of people, when they hear that, kind of cringe and say, oh, it's going to drain my battery. Well, guess what? This is a really special refrigerator, because unlike the traditional three-way RV refrigerator, this does not use ammonium to cool down. It uses what's known as the Danforth compressor system. So it's much more energy efficient, operating off your battery. For those of you that watched our video series, Summer to Wander, you probably saw that we boondocked for 8 consecutive nights, and our battery never was below 65%, and all we had to do was run our generator approximately an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon, and we were able to keep our battery system at 65% or higher the whole time. So don't worry, you can run that refrigerator off of battery, no issue. In the Tab 400, the next question comes up is, what about the TV and the radio system? Well, guess what? NuCamp has actually wired those right into the 12-volt system, so you can watch TV or listen to your radio, and you do not need shore power. Another item that people always ask me about is, what about that fantastic fan that you're always talking so highly about, or the fan in the bathroom? Both of those fans operate off the 12-volt system, so you don't need to be plugged into shore power for those to work. Same way with all of the LED lighting throughout the coach. Those operate on your battery system. Now, what you can't use without shore power is going to be those outlets throughout the trailer. If you want to plug something into the outlet, then obviously you're going to need to be plugged into shore power to use those. However, if you have the installed solar option with the inverter, there's a special plug for your inverter. You flip your inverter on, and you can plug into that particular outlet to provide you power. If your trailer didn't come with the inverter kit, then you can install your own inverter like we did in our trailer, and that way you can still have power to power things like a hairdryer in the morning, or your microwave if you need to defrost something and you're not plugged into shore power. Even if you don't have the inverter and you don't want to go to it, but you're concerned about charging your cell phones, there are USB ports installed throughout the NuCamp Tab 400, and those are wired directly into the battery system, so you don't need to be plugged into shore power. There you have it. That pretty much talks about all of the different key electrical components in the trailer, and hopefully defines for you what you can run without shore power and what you will need. So just remember, you can do just about anything you want to do in this trailer without being plugged into electricity, other than the air conditioning unit. The AC is really going to be that one appliance that absolutely has to have shore power to operate. All right, I hope that answers any questions you might have had. If you have any questions for me, drop them down below in the comment section, and we'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And until next time, everybody, we'll see you on down the road. Good night.